Judge here at Hydra Fitness Exchange. Today we're going to be reviewing the LF X5 X8 Elliptical. I'm the judge with Hydra Fitness Exchange. I have the better part of 20 years of experience in both sales and service, commercial, residential. All right, let's start with some of the pros. Number one, we had a video on track-based ellipticals and suspension trainers. So this machine fits more the suspension trainer system, and that means, you got everything elevated off the ground, not on tracks and rollers, sealed ball bearings. And what's nice about that is you have very little maintenance, if any, because you don't have to clean the tracks and rollers up. I mean, we've seen like units come in with dog hair, human hair, sweat, all that nasty stuff that drops down when you're working out. So you avoid that with the LF Fitness suspension trainers. Number two is their design on this is really nice. It has a nice Q factor, that's the spacing between the pedals. We naturally, at a higher cadence, that's like a higher RPM with the lower body, right? You're running down the beach, think about that. You got a straight line between your heel strikes almost. So it doesn't make sense to have really wide pedal spacing. Some of these ellipticals you see out there, especially those cheap ones on Amazon, they're just so wide and awkward. But one of the cool things about the LF Fitness X5 and X8, and again, this is the LF Fitness X5, is the adjustable stride. So you can emulate, a walk and range it all the way up to a run with the stride lengths. You can see them right there. The X5, the distinguishing feature on the X5 versus the X8 is the X8 has adjust on the fly, whereas the X5 does not. You have to get off the machine and adjust it on the back. So kind of a downside, like if you wanted to go in a reverse, which is a shorter stride, you would have to get off and adjust it down for that. And then if you want to go forward again and have a longer stride, again, coming back to the rear of the machine to do that. Now the X8 would have adjustable stride buttons in the console area here. So you'd hit the button and these things would just actuate and change the stride length for you while you're on the machine. Stride length adjustment is great, especially in a house. You have different users, different preferences. You can change it, right? The stride length, we're talking about the length of the ellipse. You can go short or long with these models, as opposed to some of the other ones with incline. So that's a really nice feature to the X5 and X8. Very beneficial, especially if you have bad knees. These will really come in handy and get you going on a nice long workout with little to no pain. One of the negatives to the X5 and X8 is the price point. We're talking $4,500 minimum on a sale. I believe, the X8 can be over $5,000. So,
yikes.
A lot of specialty retailers will have financing plans. Utilize it if that's the machine that's going to get you going. But that is a con. Another one is, and that's a big one if you're putting this in the basement. If you got short ceiling height, low ceilings in the basement, the machine puts you up about 16 to 18 inches. And so if you're 6 feet tall and you're on this, I mean, you're over 7 feet. And a lot of older basements are, they have low ceiling heights. I mean, they have 7 feet at best. So then your head would be hitting the ceiling and you wouldn't be able to use the machine. So those are all things to consider. The console options change a little bit depending on what you want, what kind of interactivity you want. I'm not going to cover all that. You can decide for yourself. We always say simpler is better because you have less problems, but it's totally up to you. Anyway, I'd say just everything considered, knowing what I know about all the other machines, I would probably say 7 out of 10. We'd give the X5, X8. Just mainly because that ceiling height, it would be a higher rating if it wasn't so, such a big step up height. Anyway, if you found this helpful, please like and subscribe to our channel.